Sacred Heart Catholic Radio with the Sunrise Morning Show each weekday morning. Locally, you can hear us from 6 to 9. Of course, our first 2 hours broadcast across the country on the EWTN Global Catholic Radio Network. It is 10 till right now, and the president of Chatfield College, John Tafaro, is joining us. Good morning, John.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm grateful. Glad to have you with us. For those not familiar with this local Catholic college, give us a quick overview, if you would.
We have two locations. One in Brown County is our original location in the rural suburbs, eastern suburbs. We're the successor to schools that were started actually back in 1845 by the Ursulines of Brown County and led by Julia Chatfield. That's where we got our name. So your listeners who are familiar, of course, with Ursuline Academy and St. Ursula Academy and St. Ursula Villa all trace their roots back to the Ursulines who arrived in this country in 1845. And we've been Chatfield College since 1971 here in Brown County. But then in the 1990s, we expanded to Cincinnati, and we now have a wonderful site right outside Findlay Market. We call it our Findlay Market location. And it's just a great place. We serve people who might otherwise not be able to attend college. They may have some challenges or issues that prevent them from going to a larger school. And part of our brand is, of course, small classes and individual attention. And the difference, there's a lot of confusion sometimes about some of the smaller schools around that are for-profit. We're not for-profit, of course, and we're also accredited, which means that our credits will transfer to places like UC and Xavier and College of Mount St. Joseph's and Thomas More. So we're very proud of our graduates who, most of whom go on to a four-year college.
John, it's no secret this is a tough economy, yet Chatfield College is experiencing record growth. Why do you think that is?
Well, we've had explosive growth, and I think there are a lot of reasons. Well, first of all, it's a good time to be in education, and there are a lot of other fine schools that because of the economy and because people are out of work and people recognize they need to upgrade their skills in their education, they're coming back to college. So there's been growth at fine career schools like Cincinnati State and Gateway Community College, and out here in the eastern suburbs, there's Southern State Community College, and they do a great job. They are concentrating on people learning more about careers. We're a little different. We're the only ones in this marketplace that is strictly a liberal arts school, and I think people do want the liberal arts. We don't train people; we educate them, and of course, part of what we do in a liberal arts education, especially in a faith-based environment, is we incorporate values and ethics and a love of learning throughout what we do every day.
What kind of strong foundation do you think that this builds for people as they move out from Chatfield College into the rest of their education and into their careers?
Well, we concentrate on basic stuff, the math, the English, of course, philosophy, all the liberal arts subjects are taught. But we have people who come to Chatfield. They may have been out of school for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, not uncommon, and they may lack confidence. So we test for placement, not for admission. We're open enrollment. So if you have a GED or a high school diploma, you're going to be admitted to Chatfield. But we also want you to succeed. So if we feel or our testing shows that you're really not ready for college work, we'll put you into a remedial class where you can catch up. We want you to succeed. We're not here just to sell degrees or collect money. We want our students to come out with a solid foundation, as you described, to read and to write and to understand a little bit about philosophy and religion and math and all the traditional liberal arts subjects.
How does your smaller class size help people who have been out of school, especially for quite some time?
This is essential, and it's really what does separate us from everyone else. There are a lot of people, again, the schools that I mentioned are terrific schools, and they do a great job of educating large quantities of people. But there are some students who just can't cut it in a class of 50, 60, 100, Sometimes there are classrooms with 120, 150 people. We maximize, our maximum class size is 20, and our actual average class size is 8.25. So at Chatfield, you're going to get individual attention. And again, for someone who just lacks confidence because there's been some impediment, some obstacle to their traditional education. There are more and more people like this all the time, and knowing you're going to be in a class with 5 or 6 or 8, or certainly not more than 20, I think helps right off the bat with confidence, and then the individual attention that our instructors can give enhances that level of confidence.
Have you had to make any serious adjustments to compensate for the growth that you're experiencing?
Well, not really. We did have an infrastructure that had the room for growth. We have classes that start at 9 in the morning, and afternoon classes and evening classes. So what we've done is we've just filled more time periods. I'm not quite ready. Maybe I'll give you a scoop. I'm not ready to officially announce, but it looks like we're going to have Saturday classes. It's seeing a student get it. The light goes on. They understand something. You've just really helped and really made a difference in their lives. So anybody who's ever done it knows the thrill of doing it. No one does it for the money. All the great teachers out there are passionate about education. It's not something you do for money. It's something you do for the sheer enjoyment and the sheer satisfaction of doing it.
Well, it landed you as president of the college now. That's pretty cool.
Well, it's been a year and a half, and I've enjoyed every day of it. We're all working hard, and we've seen some of the results. We're trying to get the word out. Again, it's a crowded field. There are a lot of people that get confused. We appreciate you letting us spread the word and also differentiate us a little bit different. We are the only faith-based 2-year school in the area, and the only one doing liberal arts, and the only one with small classes. So if you know someone who thinks that college isn't something that they're capable of doing, that's wrong. We can find a way. We can find financial aid is generous, available both through government sources and private sources. We help with daycare obstacles that people may face. But the most common thing I see at both locations is people that just lack the confidence. They think they can't do it, and they really can. We know over and over and over the success stories that we see. God gave us all the same brain, and some people have had better opportunities or a better environment to develop that. But if you haven't been in an environment where education is a priority, or something happens in life, things happen, and educations get disrupted, it's never too late to come back.
All right, John Tufaro, president of Chatfield College. Where can listeners get more information?
In Cincinnati, 921-9856. That's 921-9856.
And you're online, right?
We are, chatfield.edu. We have a great new website. Please check us out.
It's linked on our blog at sunrisemorningshow.com. Thanks, John. Blessings to you today.
Thank you, and you too.